All right. What's going on, everybody? Sorry, a few minutes late here. Had some technical difficulties. And by technical difficulties, I mean our AC's out. And here in Maryland, it's close to 90 yesterday. It was in the mid 80s today. And I was setting it up upstairs where I normally do it. And I was like, oh, this is not going to work for me. So I had to transition everything down here to the basement to a little makeshift studio. And while I'm doing that, so I did simulate until the All-Star break here for our team, and we're going to be picking our mystery team. And I'm also on Twitch tonight, twitch.tv/pfholden_. And while I'm doing this, I'm multitasking. I don't know Twitch that well, but I got to get my category in here for Out of the Park 22 so people can find me. So I'm working on doing that while I'm talking to you. And also out of breath from carrying everything down the basement. But we're going to get it done here. You can see the standings, and I saw some requests for different teams coming in. I saw the Mets, 2 votes for the Mets. We've got 1 vote from William for the Blue Jays. Of course, I mean, William's vote counts for at least 3 since he is a Patreon, which is in the YouTube description. If you want to look into what being a Patreon means for this channel, it's in the description on the YouTube, maybe on the Twitch too. Who really knows? Let me know if everything's working all right for you guys. I am still on the old computer, which hasn't been great with live streaming 22, but hopefully the audio is all right. Hopefully everything will stick together for us. I'll try to keep up with the comments on both Twitch and YouTube, but I'll do my best. I'm gonna try to get that lined up better for myself. But yeah, let me know how everything's sounding, how everything's going for you guys. If you're looking at the standings, you can start putting the teams that you want me to consider in there. So if any of you saw the video, I put out 2 videos this week on it called Trade Deadline Takeover. And it was the San Diego Padres. And the premise was I was unemployed until the All-Star break. And at that point, I picked a team. I went in. I could only make 4 trades, and I could only trade for players on the trade block. And I couldn't do anything else. We were just the GM for 4 July trades of players on the trade block. And then from there, we just simmed. So that's what we're going to do today. But you guys are going to help me pick the team. So, like I said, I see Jerry and Concord both want the Mets. William, again, with his weighted vote of at least 3 votes, wants the Blue Jays. And I don't know. Looking around, I was kind of looking at the oh, well, I texted my brother to see if he wanted to join, and his car's. He's got the keys of his car locked in the trunk. So that's unfortunate. Well, okay. He's been waiting for 3 hours, apparently, and the first tow truck could not help him. That's a bad way to spend your Thursday night. All right. So anyways, that was my brother texted me because I sent him the link. I was like, hey, I'm going live if you want to hop on. He said, I'd love to, but here's the situation. He's been stuck at a parking lot for 3 hours with his car keys locked in the trunk, and a tow truck couldn't get him out. Anyways, all right. So Andrew's in. Drew, Dwight Schrute Seaver, another Patreon. So his vote counts as 3 too. 3 as well, I should say. And so we've got William with his weighted 3 votes, Drew with his 3 votes, and then Jerry and Concord both want the Mets. So it's 3-3-2. You know, William and Drew as Patreons get, you know, again, the weighted votes. Is everything sounding all right? Nobody said anything. You guys are voting for teams, which I assume means you can hear me. So I'm going to go full screen on Out of the Park here in a second, where I won't be able to see your comments as well. But I'm going to try to get that lined up over here for myself. I've got quite the rig up here. It's in my basement. For any of you who missed the very beginning, I'm doing this from somewhere else tonight because our air conditioner's out. and the upstairs was unbearable. So, all right, cool. Got those comments up. All right, I think I can basically see your comments now. That's exciting. Cool. Oh, the Rogue guitarist. This is crazy. I mean, yeah. I like to think that. Jerry wants to see. So, William, are you changing your vote to the Mets, William? Or I mean, because the Jays are your Jays are in a pretty interesting spot too, man. Like they're 3.5 out of the East, and they're what are they? They're 2 games out of the wild card. They got a couple teams between them. And then, the Mets are 54 and 36, and they're 3 games behind the Braves. They're 6.5 games up on the Phillies. I mean, it would take some effort for the Mets to blow that lead and not make the wild card. All right, so we got Williams still going Jays. He's holding strong. So Drew wants Cleveland. William wants Toronto, and I've arbitrarily decided again that their votes count as 3 since they're Patreons. But and then we've got 2 votes for the Mets. So I guess we got to have somebody break the tie here between Drew White Truth Seaver and William, between the Jays and Cleveland. So, I mean, Cleveland's deal is they're 3.5 up on the Twins, and the Twins are pretty securely in the top wild card. So Cleveland's probably making the playoffs. I'm thinking both Cleveland and Toronto, all 3 of those teams are good nominations. They're all pretty interesting. I don't know. And for those of you, there might be some people on Twitch where all the comments are coming from. There, a bunch of them are coming from YouTube. I'll pop some up on the screen here as they come on. William still wants the Jays. So anybody got the tiebreaker vote? Am I gonna have to flip a coin or something? Like I have a coin down here. Come on. I don't know if we have any coins in the house. So we're gonna have to flip something. Let's see. What are we gonna flip? I think I'm gonna flip this FIFA 21 box. Is there a disc in here? Oh, there's a Pearl Jam DVD in here. We won't flip it with the DVD in. So heads is obviously the front. Tails is the back. The light's reflecting off of that pretty well, huh? And so, William, can my wife break the tie? She actually she went upstairs, or else she probably could. I mean, I could text her. She would say Toronto for sure. She's from Michigan, so anything Ohio, she's going to vote against. That's a thing that I learned when we started dating. She would vote for Toronto though. If she was down here, she's 2 stories away. That's too far for me to go. All right. Well, I think I mean, that's fair. My wife would break it with Toronto. So I think that's a fair tiebreaker. Let's do the Blue Jays. What do you guys say? William, I mean, I think we'll have to get Drew his due on the next one. I don't know. He's gone silent here since we've gone into voting mode. So maybe he doesn't want it as bad as you. That's a good tiebreaker. All right. So let's see. So yeah, let's do that. Let's do the Blue Jays. If you guys let me know if you start running. There he is. All right, Drew. Sorry, man. We'll get you next time. And so let's see what's going on with the Jays. So they're 45 and 44. Man, this is going to be tough to even make it in. Like, we've got to leapfrog a few teams. We're in a division with the Yankees and Rays. This might be a quick stream. We might not have any playoff games. Oops, didn't mean to go to the Twins. All right, so let's check it out before we hire ourselves. Mets lose again. All right, let's see what they've got going on. So runs scored, they're 3rd in the AL. Runs allowed, they're 6th. Starters ERA is 10th. Bullpen ERA is 9th. Jesus, their fielding is bad. Let's see what kind of injuries we're dealing with. Oh boy. Oh, well, Christ. So Matz, Pearson, Ray, Ryu, Baruch. Is it Barucki? Dolis, and Yates are all out. And so Ryu is unknown. Matt's will be back in 1 to 2 weeks. The rest are pretty much done. Oh, Drew, I didn't know you were in Michigan, I don't think. William is saying we need to abort this mission because we don't stand a chance. So what's our pitching staff? Oh, good Lord. What is that TJ Zook? Is that how you say his name? He's our number 1 starter. No way, man. William, we're locked in. We're doing it. We're doing this. We're probably gonna bring in 4 starters. Is probably gonna end up doing Stripling, Chatwood with his 6.54 ERA and 5.13 FIP is our number 3 starter. This is not great, guys. This is not great. Lineup side of things, let's see what's going on. So Bo Bichette, not Bouchette, Bo Bichette is having a nice season. 167 WRC plus. Springer's having a nice season. Simeon's good with the glove. We got Danny Jansen. He's got a decent catcher ability. We can live with that. Vlad's okay. Why do they have Franco? Like, what? I guess the Orioles released him and then they signed him. Or maybe yeah. So, I don't know. Yeah. Drew, I mean, I like the challenge here, though. I think we can do this. So I'm thinking we need to see what pitchers are out there on the market, obviously, right? I don't know, like, I'm sure there's things we could do with this offense, but do we really need to worry about that? I mean, with how devastated our pitching staff is with injuries, I'm not sure that we need to worry about that. All right, so let's see what starting pitchers are out there. And again, let me know if you guys end up getting any lag or anything. Oh, I didn't hire myself yet. I guess we should do that. Philip Jennings is going. Oh, am I not in commish mode here? That would help as well. So we're in commish mode now, and we are going to take over the Toronto Blue Jays. We're doing it, right? We're doing it. And we are probably going to go like 10 games under 500. That's a good question, William. Have not checked the money yet. Hopefully we have some money to spend. Oh, we've got all kinds of money. Oh, man. We've got all kinds of money here. We're going to crush it. We're going to do this. So let's just see. Let's just see who's on the trade block. Hopefully, like every ace starter in the league is. Oh, Chris Bryant is. Oh, okay. All these guys are on the trade block. Dude, we are golden. Max Scherzer's on the trade block. So we're obviously going to try to trade for Max Scherzer, right? That's a given. Yes. True. There are stories behind my GM names. Philip Jennings is one of the main characters in the show The Americans, which is probably my favorite show I've ever watched. My wife and I watched it sometime during like when everything was real lockdown. I think I think we started like last March or April, like when the pandemic started. And I haven't done a ton of TV shows. I'm not a huge TV show person, but it's amazing. Yeah, so that's a good question. It will depend on money for sure. But James Paxton, we like too. What's our ballpark like? Home run wise. Okay, so it's a little above average. So guys with better movement wouldn't be a bad idea, but it's not a. Jerry, that's a great question because I forgot to change it. So I go 3 above. 1, 2, 3. Thank you for the reminder. I forgot to do this. Jerry on YouTube with the crucial reminder here to check my trade settings. And William, I do actually normally allow injured players to trade, but I think that would be a bit of a cheat. In the long-term sims, I do for sure. But I think for our purposes here, we should not do that since we're only doing it for one season. I think we should make it a little harder on ourselves. All right, so we're clearly going and 22, and this is one of the reasons I got a new laptop. It's starting to lag a little bit here as I live stream and do all this. I assume it's still good on your guys' end. You'll let me know, but it's like there's just a little latency. So I think so. How long's Haney out for? Strained forearm 3 weeks, because Haney's a good pitcher too, and he's cheap. Who's got the best movement? Oh, Chatwood. We've got him on the trade block apparently. Well, let's be nicer to Tyler Chatwood. So there's really not a lot of there's not a great movement specialist out there. So yeah, let's start by seeing what we can work with Max Scherzer. So I'm not going to force anything, but I am in commissioner mode. So, I mean, I think we start by just looking at prospects, right? Like Gabriel Moreno. I mean, this would be a guy, even if I were taking over the Blue Jays, based off of his catcher ability only being a 60, and he's not going to be able to play anywhere else. If he had trade value, I'd be looking to trade him even in a long-term sim. So let's just say, hey, oh, come on, man. Scherzer's going to exercise his 10-5. So for those of you who don't know what that is, if you have 10 years of Major League service time and 5 with the same team, you can veto any trade. So Max Scherzer is not coming to our team. William. So William is asking a good question. I can go back and show that. How long are the pitcher injuries? So a couple of them are short term. Let me go back and show you that. So Mats will be back in 1 to 2 weeks. Ryu has a hamstring strain and it's unknown. Didn't he leave the game with a hamstring strain recently? I was watching that game, and I never followed up on what it was, but it was something in his leg. But I was watching the game when they took him out. Man, that would be huge if we could get him back. But he's been out almost a month now. What? Oh, it was originally a 3-week injury, and I guess it didn't heal. All right, so, I mean, I think we can count on Ryu coming back. And yeah, William, I don't disagree that maybe Kirk could go because he's not very good defensively. Glute strain in real life. Strained his butt. I don't know that would change who they have on the trading block. I can sim forward one day though, because that should reset it. It's a fair point, Jerry. I'm thinking that going forward today we'll change that. Let me know if I'm wrong about that, or if you think otherwise. Yeah, I'm a little bit worried about the speed of this. And this is one of the reasons why I've waited till I have my new laptop to start my full sim, is because the speed. Oh, we've been negotiating contracts with people apparently. The speed of 22 when I'm streaming on the MacBook is not great. It took forever to do that day. So we'll see if it ruins the sim when we try to go forward to the end of the year. Could be in for a mess here. But did the trade block change at all? Let's see. Bryant's still out there. So it looks pretty similar. I think Paxton is the next guy that I'd like to target. He's not having a great season. He's 32. We could also target Gossman. I'm a big Gossman guy. I don't love pitchers with that low of movement because their home runs can be really high. He's not striking a lot of guys out. I mean, his ERA is 4.91, but he's got a 4.01 FIP. I don't know. Let's see. But he's making 18.9 million because he accepted the qualifying offer. So let's see. And I'm just gonna start with like, yeah, okay. So we don't have to give up a top prospect for Gossman. Let's just see like if they would take something bad for him. Oh, we could give him Austin Martin. Is Kevin Smith? I mean, he doesn't matter to us, right? Yeah, this guy doesn't matter. He's not coming up this year. Oh, okay. This is good to know. One of my favorite pitchers who we're also about to acquire. Very good for Dwight Schrute, a.k.a. Drew Seaver, in Out of the Park. So let's see if they can retain some money, because I'd rather not eat so much into that. Okay. Well, they're willing to retain 95% of Gossman's salary. So it would cost us $425,000 of our like $23 million. So I guess the question becomes, do they have anybody else we want? I mean, how good of a season is Alex Wood having? It's okay. What's their catcher situation in terms of catcher ability? I mean, Posey's awesome. Sally's fine. Maybe we get Posey to come in and be our backup catcher for Ala instead of Kirk, or he might even start for us. What do you think? Okay, so they're willing. What do you guys think? So can only trade for 4 players, right? So this would count as 2 of our guys. I don't know. I mean, is it worth the upgraded catcher ability to bring in Posey? And then, I mean, I really don't think we need to do anything with this offense. Because we're obviously not going to upgrade fielding at shortstop or center field, even though like we could try to do that. But I mean, Bichette and Springer are not going anywhere. Gurriel's have a good fielder and he's having a fine enough season. How's Teoscar doing? Statcast darling. A little below average. We could always go for an outfield bat. Is Grichuk doing anything? Grichuk is doing pretty well, but he's not playing him. Oh, damn, Drew. I forgot about my own rule. You're right. Maybe he is on the block, though. William getting in the burns on Kevin Biggio. Maybe Posey is on the block. I forgot about my own rule there. I got a little carried away. Got a little excited. Correct. He's not on the block. Is there any way? There's probably no way to filter by team, is there? I've never tried to do that. But so we could be like, all right, who else does San Francisco have on the trading block? Oh, I'm looking at free agents. Jeez. Wake up. That's what happens when you... Ooh, Jorge Soler's out there. Terrible fielder, but Posey is not out there. So one of these filters, can you filter by team? Is that what you're saying, William? Yeah. Where is it? Somewhere here, I'm assuming? Am I staring right at it? I don't think we actually need it because I was looking at I think we can manage it here. Oh, it's in general. I've never filtered by a team before. Oh, yeah, there we go. Cool. All right, let's see. What, do I have to know the team name? There's no drop down here? hit the team column at the top. All right. I don't think we need that. I'm not. I've never done it by team. I don't even know what that was asking me. All right. So, but anyways, no real. I don't think there's a catcher out here that we're gonna do. Jan Gomes is all right. But I think Gossman is the first move, and I think we should do that. Everybody all right with that? Oh, hit the team column at the top. Up here? No, it's all right. We don't need it. So let's go ahead and make this trade, though. We can't get Posey. Drew had to remind us of our rule, which I appreciate. So we're going to go Gossman for Kevin Smith. And they're going to retain 75%. Boom. All right, so that's done. Another thing we could do is sim up a little closer to the deadline, and we could then see if anybody else becomes available. Sometimes the trade block will change some, not always. So William, who should we option here to make room? I mean, is this guy anybody? Meza. Oh, he's got it. Oh, yeah, we're optioning out this guy. Already used his option yet. He's got an option year left. So he's going down. And then, we need to make room on the 40-man. Man, Thomas Hatch is brutal. We're actually going to call Meza back up. And we're going to DFA Hatch. And that'll make room on the 40-man. For Gossman and the 26-man. So welcome to Toronto. Let's see where Montoya puts him. So Gossman's now our #1 starter. And we're putting pitch counts on everybody here because, man, the last thing we want is the computer leaving our guys in too long. So this is one way that I try to mitigate that. All right, so I still think, we probably could use some bullpen guys too. David Phelps is a setup guy, for crying out loud. I honestly think we should go with another starter and 2 relievers maybe. What do you guys think? Like, the lineup just is what it is, man. Like, we're just going with it, and hopefully it works. Wait, Austin Martin's up, and he's a bench player? Okay, that is a decision. That is definitely a decision that you can make. Interesting. All right, so what do you guys think? I'm thinking another starter at least, and maybe 2 relievers. So let's go by all pitchers. Oh, so we've got Kirby Yates on the trade block, man. Why the Blue Jays? I think it seems like they were thinking of selling. Not with Philip Jennings in town. No. Not with Philip Jennings in town. So we've got some really good relievers out here. Bradley, Hand, Iglesias, Kimbrel. Let's see if we need like a lefty or a righty. Oh, good Lord. We need a left. We have one healthy lefty on our staff right now. So is Matt's is a right? No, Matt's is a lefty. Okay. And Ryu is obviously a lefty. So we've got those 2 coming back likely in our rotation. So I'm thinking we need maybe 2 lefty bullpen arms if they're out there. Maybe 2 lefty bullpen arms and then another starter. What do you guys think of that? Let me know. So that makes Brad Hand a pretty obvious choice. And Diekman, I mean, Diekman, his control, though. Diekman or Chafin? William, you're thinking 3 rotation pieces? Yeah. Yeah, that's fair, because we could... Yeah, and I thought of this, but are any of those starters going to move to the pen? Like, are those guys we're going to care about being there, I guess? You know? I don't know. Like, are they... I mean, they'll be a little better than they were as starters. But yeah, I think the first move is see if we can get Brad Hand. I think he would be a pretty big addition as a lefty to our bullpen. So let's just start. I like to just start with like one of the top prospects and see what kind of mood they're in. Oh, so he's like a maybe with Moreno in there. Who's Desan Brown? 3rd round pick in 2019. This is a guy, I mean, he's 19. I wouldn't be looking to trade him if I was doing a long-term sim. Same with Moreno. Well, Moreno, I said I would, but I kind of want to hold on to him to see if we need him as a big gun in another trade. Oh, they're into it with Desan Brown. Okay, so maybe they're interested in more guys, and yeah, the Pearson injury does suck. That injury sucks for sure. So, they're willing to basically give us Brad Hand for nothing. They just want him gone. So, Nick Algier looks like our guy. Will they retain a bunch too? Not 100. It's looking like he's... All right, so we can get Hand for basically a prospect who isn't going to be with us, isn't going to be doing anything for us this year, and they retain 30%. I think this is a no-brainer. Any objections? I'll give you guys a second. Oh, the Nats have Chris Taylor on their active roster? I guess they made a trade with the Dodgers. The Dodgers traded Chris Taylor for 2 relievers, Cronin and Rainey. Okay. And they're both in the minors. So the Dodgers traded like one of their more versatile players for 2 relievers they have in the minor leagues. That's an interesting choice. All right, dudes. I think I'm pulling the trigger on this unless anybody all right. Well, if Mr. Cleveland is in on this trade, then I think we're in. Drew, by the way, what like general area are you in Michigan? My wife's family is like Detroit suburbs. So that's the area that we go back to a few times a year. So yeah, let's do this. Let's bring in Brad Hand. I'm looking forward to this trade. I like it. The fans like it too. So we're just going to DFA another random dude, right? Like Miza, I think like is probably totally DFAable. Manoah's young. We don't want to do that. And he's good. I mean, Out of the Park doesn't love him, but I mean, these guys both have length, so we don't want to trade either of them. I think it's pretty obviously Miza here. Are any of the... You're saying DFA Roark? They are... He is having an... Oh, yeah. Thank you. I'm glad we had a Blue Jays fan here. I didn't realize how poorly he was rated in this game. I mean, I know Tanner Roark is not, you know, even at his peak was not a great pitcher, but he was effective, right? Okay, Drew. Well, yeah, we drive by that every time. My wife's family is basically like a little west of Detroit, but we drive through Toledo and Detroit and all that to get there. So, yeah, and they're also like 25 minutes from the airport about. So same general vicinity, it sounds like, but maybe different direction. I guess you're a little south. If you guys want to know what I'm talking about, if you're watching on Twitch, I think only a few people are. Most people are on YouTube, but that's what Drew's talking about. That's what I was responding to. Yeah, so Roarks are obviously DFA here. Jeez. He's having a terrible year. He's rated a 20 as a reliever. Well, that's a big-time upgrade. I feel good about that. Brad Hand, welcome aboard. I wonder if he's going to immediately be our closer. Indeed he is. So we've gotten our number one starter. We've gotten our closer. I don't know. I think we still need another starter, even with Ryu coming back. I think a starter and a reliever would look good. I think William was saying 3 rotation pieces. Yeah, I don't mind that either. Let's see what we've got here. I think starter is the next move, and then we decide. Scherzer won't come to us. Haney's out for 3 weeks. I don't want to lose 3 weeks of somebody. We got our backs against the wall here. John Gray, how long's he out for? 4 days. What kind of season is John Gray having? 4.11 ERA, a 4.76 FIP. FIP is exactly league average. Not striking anybody out. Alex Wood. How long's Archer's out for 2 to 3 months? Yeah, I'm with you, William. Yeah, we can't afford to wait. Can we afford to wait? Oh, I see. Yeah, I don't know. I know I was saying that earlier. I think we should make our trades now because every game is going to count. I think the deck is stacked against us as it is. So I think we need, yeah. What do you guys think about James Paxton? It's not having a great year. ERA is a little below. He's a little below average in ERA and FIP. But I just don't see a lot out there. I mean, Nate Eovaldi, I think, is better than this in real life, but we're playing out of the park. Vince Velasquez, is having a nice season. What do you guys think about Velasquez? I can never say his name right. Velasquez. I kind of like him. With these 3 awesome pitches, he's having a good season, really good season. I mean, relative to what I was thinking it was going to be. His ERA plus is 19% better than league average. FIP is 12% better than league average. Striking out 10.1 per 9, a 23.6 strikeout to walk percentage. I mean, he's a fly ball pitcher, which I don't love. But I kind of like him better than those other options. True, yeah. Do people outside of Michigan know, unless you meet somebody from Michigan, that they all I live right here in Michigan because Michigan looks like the hand? I did not know that until I met my wife, but now I'm very aware of it. So what do you guys think about Vince here? I kind of want to see what it would cost. I like him better than Paxton. True, Michael. Michael is saying that's a fair point. Maybe Max changed his mind since we simmed today. Maybe he slept on it. Maybe he talked to his family. Let's see. We'll check that out. I'm guessing no, but let's give him a chance. Let's give Max Scherzer a chance here. Sorry for the cough. Going to be some more of that tonight. No, he's saying no. What a jerk. Can we just get Velasquez for nothing? I mean, we can get him for a prospect. And what do we care about prospects? We're here as a hired gun for 1 year, right? Weimer, where's he pitching? Double-A? What do you guys think? I think he's having a good year. Fly ball pitchers always scare me. Fly ball pitcher without great movement always scares me. With these 3 great pitches, and dude, if we put him in the bullpen with these 3 pitches, if it came down to it, I think he could be lights out there. I think obviously we're bringing him in as a rotation piece, but he's pitching really well this year, and maybe that'll change. Sometimes you do that and you trade for a guy and he goes back to the guy you thought he was. But I'm going to do this unless you guys object. I don't love Paxton. Everybody else is, and we could always make a run at Paxton too, but everybody else is like super hurt or not wanting to come to us. But we've got Alex Wood too. He's having a nice season. but I like Velasquez better. Eduardo's hurt, bone chips, not pitching very well. Yeah. Yeah, Paxton, that's a good point, Michael. Paxton is also fragile. I'm not sure what our boy Vince is. Where is he on here? Am I just looking at him and missing him? Is he listed as a reliever? Oh, there he is. I see him. All right. He's normal. All right. Yeah, so that's even more. Let's do this. Player trade. Let's go back to the initiate trade. I mean, maybe we'll get him retained stuff. I'm not really all that worried about the salary. Oh, Matt's is on the trade block. Okay, yeah, I should go edit my trade block, I guess. I never use the trade block when I play. I never put guys on it. All right, we're doing this. All right. It's a handy tip if anybody wants to customize their trading block. Thank you, Jerry. All right, so now we've made, so we need to get somebody else off the 40-man. Davis is our only other outfielder on the 40-man. Panic's our only other infielder. Kirk is our only catcher. So it's got to be a pitcher. It's got to be a pitcher. Wait, do they not have any of these guys on the 60-man? On the 60-day? Wait, why is he on the 40-man? Why is he still showing up on the 40? It says he's on the 60-day IL, but he's showing up on our. He's showing up on our 40-man though, which makes no sense. Am I missing something? Am I having a brain fart here? Like Nate Pearson and all these guys are taking up room. Robbie Ray's out for 5 months. What IL is he on? It says he's on the 60-day. But he's on our 40-man. Is this some sort of bug? And I can't do anything with it here, right? This is where it shows up. This is where I'd move him from the 15 to the 60, right? If I'm forgetting something here, let me know. But that's but I wasn't the GM when they went on it. They're already on the 60-day is what I'm confused by. Like you can see right here, the injured list, he's on the 60-day IL already. Yeah. Yeah, that seems like not a thing that should be happening. And I can't move him. Because, yeah, transfer player to 60-day IL is there. You're saying do it here, try it here? Yeah, no, there's not the option. Yeah, I could go into editor, I guess. Yeah, maybe. Let's see, where even is that in here? I'm not even sure. All right, whatever. We're just gonna roll with it. That's annoying though. So we'll just DFA one of these guys. I don't care. We're not gonna use. Is Dolis still showing up on our? Is that how you say his name, by the way? I don't know if I'm saying that wrong. So he's actually on the 60-man. But we're just gonna DFA Robbie Ray because he's out for 5 more months. So we're just DFAing him. All right. See you, dude. We can't get you. This player's injured. Put him on the IL instead. He's on the IL. Yeah. All right. Well, that's annoying. But so we're just going to DFA this guy, Patrick Murphy. He's getting bombed in AAA. All right. So Murphy's out of here. Oh, now we need to option somebody. Yeah, should have thought about that. I mean, I'm going to option Manoah for now because I don't think he's really ready and he has options. And I see you guys with a few suggestions. I'll take a look at something in a minute. I don't want to get too bogged down with it though. We'll just roll with it. But so if I say I drag Nate Pearson from the 40-man back down to the IL, or because he's not on the 26-man, so I can't do that. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't do Drew. I see you saying Meza. I didn't do that because he's my only other lefty. That's why I didn't want to option him because he and Hand are my only two lefties out here for now. So he's there for that reason. All right, so we've got one more move to make. Let's see. Oh, so he's our number 3 starter. So he really likes old TJ here. Oh, TJ made the All-Star game for us. Wow, look at you go. Yeah, so let's make one more trade and then see if the game will cooperate with us while we stream. What do you guys say? So what do you think? I mean, we've got Ryu coming back. This bullpen worries me, man. Like, this bullpen is not good. I think I know, William was making a good point that some of these guys will get bumped to the pen, but I think we need better guys than this. I think we need to get another ace reliever. What do you guys think? Starter or reliever? I mean, obviously, normally I'm pro starter. I would like a starter over a reliever, but I really don't think our bullpen is any good. And, we could go out and bring in like a Bradley or Iglesias, Kimbrel, Neris. I mean, Barnes is there. Diekman, his control worries me a little too much. Will Harris. Yeah, we could always go forward a little bit. Maybe all these guys will be gone. Plus, I'd like to see how long it takes to go forward a week. Yeah, no, Drew, I'm with you, and that's why I normally would say, like, that's why I would normally say, like, let's get a starter. But in this situation, our pen is so bad, and we can't bring in like an ace starter. I mean, Paxton would pretty much be the guy. Paxton or Wood, Bassett, Boyd, So let's do that. Let's see if the game starts screwing up when we try to go to next week. So see, it's gonna kind of lag here, but you guys let me know, like, sound's still all right while it's doing it. Because last time when I did an out of the park sim when 22 first came out, we leapfrogged the Rays. When I started simming like this is when the live stream and the computer really didn't like it. So, Matt's recovery is unclear. Hand messaged us. Oh, Hand wants an extension. Oh, hey, Alex. Yeah, I'll show you. I can show you what the issue was. So we basically simmed the All-Star break and then took over the Jays. And what's going on is here, who's one of them? Nate Pearson. So he's on the 60-day IL. And here we can't move him to the 60-day IL because he's already there, I guess. But he's on our 40-man still. And we tried dragging him down, but that just like DFAs him. So yeah, that's what we were having trouble with. There are a couple guys that are on the 40-man, but on the 60-day. And again, we took this over. So I wasn't in charge of the Jays until the All-Star break. So yeah, no biggie though. I mean, we can work around it, but it was, I had not run into that before, but I normally play the whole season with the team, but I've never run into a guy who's on the 40-man and on the 60-day. So that's the issue. But let's see. So we made it to the next week. I say we go forward another week here and then see where we're at. Right now we're 48 and 44. We're in the second wild card right now. It's right down at the bottom of the screen. You guys can't see it. We have a bunch of guys who we need to release. Let's see if they'll go. Oh, shoot, how many of these guys will accept assignments? All right. Well, Tanner Roark's out of here. Thank you for your service. Yeah. I was confused by it too, Alex. I haven't seen that before, but I'm sure it had something to do with hiring myself at the All-Star break. So I think, is that everybody who? Yeah. Okay. We should be good now. We'll go to the next week. We're 4.5 games out. We're not in the second wild card anymore. We're 49 and 46. All right, we're 50 and 46. This isn't simming too slow here on my old overloaded MacBook that has like no memory space. It's going better than I thought. All right, so we are at July 26th. We're 6 games out. We're only 1 back from the wild card. We got this, dudes. We've got this. Let's see. Do we have a Ryu is still unknown. Mats is still unknown. That's no fun. All right, so let's see what we got. On the trade block that we can bring in. Lance Lynn is there now. He was not there before. Pretty decent pitcher, not having a great year. About a league average pitcher this year with ERA plus, a little below average with the FIP minus. No other new names popping up there that are interesting to me. And yeah, I mean, right, we're obviously going to get more innings out of Lynn than like if we went and got Kimbrel, right? But we could check on Max Scherzer. Hey, buddy, we're only a game out of the wild card, and we want you to play for us. No, still exercising his 10-5. Damn it, Max. All right. Thank you, Michael and William for. It's a good idea, but unfortunately, he's still stubborn. He's still, he doesn't. I mean, that would be such a big get for the whole city. But we're gonna settle for like Lance Lynn or Craig Kimbrel. So yeah, I am definitely normally more like, let's get the starter. That's more innings. But with Ryu coming back and our disaster of a bullpen, I don't know, man. Like I'm leaning Bradley, Iglesias, just because we have we've got David Phelps in middle release. Like, I mean, Romano and Spores, I think. Josh Spores, I think that's how you say it. I mean, they're fine. Like, they're fine. But if we want to go deep in a playoff series, I mean, Merriweather, we just don't have. And I know, like, some of these dudes will go to the pen, but, these are not guys who are going to turn into studs in the pen. Like, Ross Stripling is still just going to be okay. So, All right, final call, final roll call. Starter or reliever? What are we going with? We'll go with Lynn if it's a starter. We'll consider a bunch of relievers. You guys, let's get some votes in here for what we want to do, and we'll make the final move. Yeah, Stripling. Like none of these guys are like. we've got Michael with starter for sure. Drew's coming in with reliever. I mean, if it's a tie again, we got to go with Drew's because he lost the tiebreaker on the team we picked. So, all right. Any other votes? Oh, Jerry's in with reliever. Alex is in with Lynn. William, you gonna come in and break this tie? It seems like you're leaning reliever. I mean, I do like. I mean, our pitching staff is gonna be inadequate no matter what we do. We're either gonna be like a starter short or like 3 bullpen arms short, which is probably about even. You don't want to be any starters short. So, I don't. What's going to happen in the playoffs, though. Old Vince here is going to go to the pen, and this is the kind of guy who will, with these 3 pitches and his stuff will get a bump, he will be a boss in the pen. If they put him in the pen for a 7-game series, he'll be great. Yeah, Dolis is hurt. Dolis is hurt along with like everybody. Like our whole pitching staff is hurt. Ryu, Yates, Ray, Pearson, Matz. All right. Well, Drew says reliever, and since Drew lost the tiebreaker, Drew's vote for reliever is the tiebreaker here. So we're going to do that. Let's go get ourselves a reliever. If we were going to be trading for a starter, I'd hate our bullpen. If we were trading for a reliever, I hate our rotation. It's what kind of year is Archie Bradley having? Oh, wow. Archie Bradley's having an awesome year. And he's a ground ball pitcher. Love that. But a 2.24 ERA plus and a 52 FIP minus. 27.2 strikeout to walk percentage. Archie Bradley's having an awesome year. Iglesias is getting absolutely shelled this year. He's got an ERA of 8. Kimbrel's having a good year. And I think Neris is worth considering. Neris is having a solid year. But, dudes, maybe Bradley, man, to be honest, I know he's a ground ball pitcher, but to pitch in Philly with this lack of movement and not give up 8,000 home runs per 9, I don't know. I think this is the guy we want. Oops, wrong. So let's just start it off with let's just say will you take this best prospect? Oh, he's injured. Okay. I'm not going to offer him Austin Martin. Okay, cool. So they're willing to do it. So let's just do a make this work and see. Yeah, Alex, I'm with you, man. I think Bradley's cool, and we can get him for a nothing prospect. John, this guy says it Littell, right? It's got to be John Littell, 25-year-old outfield prospect who's an A-ball, having a great time in A-ball this year with a 160 WRC plus, but he's not even playing full time. So Alex is saying Bradley's the play. Michael says get the one with the highest stuff. Yeah, because their defense is bad. Bradley's 60. Was there a huge stuff guy out there? I mean, Rex Brothers in that control. Kimbrel, I don't trust. Rosenthal's control sucks. Diekman's control sucks. We've got Neris. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Bradley, though. Sorry, Michael. If he blows, the wild card game for us or something. Yeah, Kimbrel's good. Don't love the movement. He's got 2 great pitches. He's having a fine enough year. This damn limiting ourselves to 4 trades is catching up with us. I think I'm going to do the Bradley. He's having such a good year, and maybe that's, not going to work for us. But let's bring in Archie Bradley. Yeah, we're going to end with 17 mil in the bank. All right, we're doing it. We're bringing in Archie. And that's our 4 trades. So let's see. Should we just DFA Yates or Dolis since they're is he on the 6? Is he actually on the 60 man? Who's taking up room on the 40 man here? Who shouldn't be? Okay, he is on the 60 man. So I think we just need to I thought we DFA'd Robbie Ray, didn't we? I thought I did that. I think we're going to DFA Robbie Ray because he's still taking up room on the 40 man, but he's out for the rest of the year. Oh, right. That's right. William, thank you. I forgot that our little cheat didn't work. Thank you. Player's injured, put him on the IL instead. Well, he's on the IL. Damn it. All right. So, I mean, this dude is fine, but he's in AA. Peter Hassett is here. Jake Vrana scored again. But did he score 4 goals? Thank you for being here, Peter. And resident Peaky Blinders expert, Peter Hassett, is here. So I think I'm just going to DFA this guy in AA. Oh, Alex wants to know, are there guys in the AL who also end their contract at the end of the year? Oh, because I could... Well, end of the year doesn't matter because we're getting we're just doing this 1 year, if that's what you mean. Because so if they're free agents or not, but it won't. So they're either some of these guys are already on the 60 day, or if not, it won't let me move them there. If that's what you were asking, I think that's what you're asking about. Oh, we've got this guy too. Yeah, I think I'm going to DFA one of these AA pitchers. Yeah, Danny Jimenez, decent enough guy. Actually, he could be decent depth if we get more injuries. All right, so we are going to DFA Reese, I guess. I mean, he's not a bad pitcher. But we're probably not – I don't think we're going to be using him this year. So – sorry, Jackson. And then we need to option somebody. I should have thought about that. Does David Phelps probably doesn't have option here. Oh, but he's going to be able to decline it. See, I should have DFA'd David Phelps. Right? I don't want to DFA our boy Meza because we only have 2 lefties. Chatwood has a 6.23 ERA and a 4.86 FIP. Oh, here's our guy we can option. He can't decline us. Cool. All right, so I think our squad is set now here until our guys get healthy. So Bradley's our setup guy now. Nice. All right. I mean, I don't think this pitching staff is adequate, but we're going to give it a go. And so if you joined late, what we have going on here is we simmed the All-Star break. Then we took over the Jays, who were battling for wild card spot. We allowed ourselves to make 4 trades, but only for players who were on the trade block. We're 6 games behind the Yankees, but in second place. We're 1 game behind the Angels for the second wild card, tied with the Sox. I think it's just time to simulate a little bit. See when Ryu and who's the other guy who's hurt? Somebody else is hurt. So so it'll tell us when Ryu's back. So I've got the settings set up. We're still in charge of that. Who's the other? Oh, Matz is the other guy, right? Sprained ankle. So let's just simulate a week and see if any of those dudes come in. We're going to go past the trade deadline since we're out of trades. We won our first game. We went to 51 wins. And hopefully it won't take too long to sim. Oh, yeah. Ryu's ready for his rehab assignment. He was out a while. He was out like 6 weeks. So we're going to give him like probably at least 10 days down there. 2 starts, I think, seems reasonable. So let's go to next week. We're dropping though. We're only, well, we're now back to 2 games above 500. We really need, yeah, we could use Ryu up here quickly. All right, good night, Peter. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, Max is ready now. All right, so we're going to send Mats out. Ryu's only had 1 start down there. I'd like him to get 2 because he was out for so long. Mats was out a while too. Drew, yeah, I think they do. Somebody can correct me. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, I think just like spring training, I think they knocked the rust off. Wait, where'd it go? There it is. William has a very fair point here. Is Ryu, who hasn't pitched in 6 weeks, better than Chatwood? Michael, this is a good point, and I forgot to mention this, but this is how I did it. This is how I did it when I did the Padres one, but I don't touch the lineups. I let the manager do it. I just make the trades. But yeah, Semien probably is a better rated shortstop. Oh, William is saying no. And here's the answer from Alex. So rehab assignments help prevent quick re-injuries for players that builds up their injury resistance. Okay, cool. That's a very good thing to know officially. So let's go forward. When's Ryu set to pitch again? So he's not set to pitch for another 2 days. And then we want him to rest. So probably at least 4 days, 4 more days we want him down there. Well, no, like 7 more days. Yeah. So if Ryu pitches on like the 4th, he'll then be good to come back and face the Angels for us. So we can sim to the next week. Chatwood has a day-to-day injury. That's okay. We can get by with him day-to-day for 3 days. Oh, Jackson Reese. Okay. So, yeah. So, Ryu should be back. And we can probably call up Mats at that point, too. He will probably have had his second start. Oh, we're on a little win streak here. We're 4 games above 500 all of a sudden. 5 games above 500. 6 games above 500. We're hot. And we lost one, though. Oh, Teoscar. We got some things here. All right, cool. So let's check the standings before we go and call up Ryu. So we are 59 and 53, 7-3 in our last 10. 4.5 back, but we're a game up on the Angels. Oh, did we win a game 15-1? Oh, yeah, 15-1 and then beat them in extras the next day. All right, so I'm starting to get the message that my poor little MacBook Air gives me sometimes when I'm streaming 22 that my disk space is almost full, which when I started doing that, people said that audio was getting really choppy, so you guys will have to let me know. My new laptop is finally, I think, officially ordered. Dell has canceled the order twice because they've been out of different parts. But tonight I put the order in for the 3rd time, and it's supposed to be here at the latest May 19th. Hopefully it'll be before that. I just have too much going on this MacBook to ask so much of it. So let's go ahead and call up those guys. Again, let me know if things start getting choppy or anything. This is the point when it normally starts doing that. So we're going to DFA Chatwood because I want to keep Mesa up because he's a lefty. Everybody else is pitching well enough that they can stick around. So cool. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate you letting me know. So where's our guy Ryu? Here he is. All right, Steven Matz. How much has he pitched down there? So he's only had one start. So we're going to leave him down. And honestly, he's not a game changer like Ryu is. So that's not the end of the world. All right, so we've got our number one starter back. We're going to put him. Oh, I forgot to put these guys on pitch limits too. So Gossman, what's he done? He started 5 games, and he has not been very good. 4.91 ERA, a 5.42 FIP. He's injured again? Oh, my God. William, you're right. He tore his meniscus in his rehab start. He's out for 3 months. He's out for the year. I didn't even catch that. Thank you. So that's a disaster. Put him on the 60-day. That's a real shot to the chances here. Hey, Tyler Chatwood, actually, we want you after all. Thanks for coming back. All right, so we will await our savior, Steven Matz. We'll give him a few more days. I think he's going to pitch around here. He can probably come back for the Nats series, I'm thinking. Oh, man. And I think my out of the park just crashed. I think it did. It did. This is what I was worried about. So I think we just lost everything. I think our Blue Jays are lost into the ether. Yeah, man. That game is gone. Well, everybody. And to be clear, this is a my computer issue, not a game issue. This MacBook is just has a lot on it, and I have stuff I need to keep on it. And I was going to buy an external hard drive, but I wanted to get a better computer for a few different things, anyways. So it's on the way. And yeah, I just wanted you. I did not have autosave set up, Alex. I forgot to do it. So we just yeah, no, I should have turned on autosave. That is my fault, dudes. All of you just sat here for an hour and 15 minutes to have me. Nope, it's asking me if I want to reopen. Is it? Oh, but I thought it was only every year, isn't it? Isn't it? Am I wrong about that, Alex? I thought it was set up to save every year. Is it set up to do every month? I mean, the game's not here when I reopened it. Like this is the one I started, and it's back. It's back from when I opened it. It's in March. So there's no way. Are you saying there would be a backup here? Oh, right. Yeah. So yeah, I should have changed that. Obviously. That's entirely my fault. Well, I mean, it was fun doing this. Sorry that I blew it and we don't get a result. Maybe I'll try to go back. Well, it won't recreate it because it won't be the same injuries. Michael wants to start over. Maybe we can get Max. Yeah, I don't think I have it in me to start over. I appreciate your gusto, but it's 10:15. I got to work tomorrow. So William is saying we lost in the ALDS to the Yanks. I think we were going to make it, man. I think we did good work. And despite the Ryu injury, I think we were going to do it. But yeah, sorry guys. That's I mean, whatever, it happens. I'm just a little annoyed that I wasted like an hour and 15 minutes of your time. Right. I mean, Alex is right. This is like the 94 Expos here. Like, what could have been for this team, right? What could have been? I mean, I'm looking forward to somebody making the E60 series about our 2021 Blue Jays that the world ended in early August 2021 for in this fake universe. Not putting that energy out into the world. So Alex has us losing in 6. So yeah, but the standings are still there for you guys, which is interesting. My game has crashed. Like I'm out at the main yeah, and Bichette, by the way, was also like on track to he was yeah, you can see it there. I can see it here on this screen. It's funny. It's no longer on my computer, but I can see it. Bichette was actually leading the AL in batting average, which I think is great. I think Bichette is, I mean, I know Vlad. I think Vlad got a lot more of the prospect hype coming up, but Bichette is, and deservedly so, obviously, but Bichette is awesome. All right, dudes. Well, anything else you wanted me to look at, talk about? Here's our, this was the game. Let me see if it's even going to load it for you guys. I don't think it is. I think the stream seems to be just stuck on where it crashed. Well, William, I'm glad you had fun. I feel a little badly that we didn't get to do this and we all sat here and did it. Not for my own time. I don't care about that. But so clearly I need to set it to weekly saves. Should have done that, but also to get, and this is why part of why I'm waiting to start my main save until I have a more reliable machine. Oh, was Trout at 40? Where is it gonna? Oh yeah. Trout was at 40. Jordan had driven in 100. Yeah, the Indians were doing well. So maybe we'll come back and try this again another night soon with autosave weekly. And then obviously once the new computer's here that's much more built to do this, I can do it more regularly. And we'll be doing my main sim too at that point with the team to be decided. All right, dudes. Well, thanks for hanging out. Sorry again that we didn't we basically just sat here and made a team for nothing. But thanks for hanging out. And I don't know. I'll do something else soon. And I will set up the save features better and talk to you guys soon. All right. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.